contribute their views and. I have shared you the link, ma'am. I would request you to join because it's something an international event.
Yeah. I just want to check that I'm, on YouTube. Otherwise, people keep disturbing me. I think we will start.
Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon to everyone.
Yeah.
Generally, teachers have got the real intelligent to manage the intelligent children's current day children's, I would say. And here is our teacher, who is I generally call natural intelligent Nirmala Raghavan, madam, who has really.
Unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Very good afternoon. I have not really looked at my mic one. Very good afternoon to everyone. It's a real pleasure to see the teaching faculties assembled here to really learn. The teaching faculty who are capable of handling the multiple intelligent level of current day children are interested to learn from an natural intelligent teacher. In getting trained on artificial intelligence is something which is very fantastic on a holy day. Coming forward and joining for this wonderful session is really a proud moment for every Rotarian of us. And I don't want to take much of my time. I would really look forward to really learn the artificial intelligence from the natural intelligent Nirmala Raghavan, madam. Ma'am, please go ahead and take your time, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Good evening, Senthil, and thank you for all that wonderful introduction and being part of the team here, Manthon, so that we take it forward without any hitch. Thank you so much. Now over to our, the day. Today it is going to be AI for communication.
Wow.
There are plenty of pop-ups and, apps, videos that are coming up on a regular basis to help us enhance our communication skills. Because communication today is going to be there as a future 21st century skill that's going to help people getting into work survive. Because unless we know how to exhibit whatever we can, I don't think there is a way of getting into jobs. And this is something that we as teachers know how to communicate, and that's why we are teachers. But to enhance our own communication skills, to optimize, and to also let children learn how to communicate really well is what we are looking at. Sometimes we struggle because children are neither able to speak well in their own mother tongue, nor are they able to use English really well. And that's the reason why we find all the time children struggling hard to communicate, even if they are good at it, even if they are good at their content, they find it difficult to express themselves. And that's the reason why I thought communication today is a big game, and there are plenty of players in the field. If we can only learn by ourselves, know the right tools, know the most effective tools, I think communication will not be a terror anymore for teachers nor for children. And here we go, without wasting much time. Just give me a minute to share my PPT. Yeah. And here we go. So even before getting on to what we are really going to see today, I just want to let you know that this is a series of webinars we plan for the 6 months, that's starting from January to June. 6 months, because in between we will have the exam and the holidays. As teachers, we will have enough to look into resources and plan our year ahead so that teaching becomes easy with all the clerical jobs that go with it. Now, mastering communication skills is the title for the day, and we are going to try AI to see how best we can optimize communication, in our classroom, within our classrooms, outside classrooms. So what is it about us? This NRIT is an organization, a non-profit organization, collaborating with RID 3232, that is Rotary International, to empower teachers with a series of 6 webinars under the Teach e-learning vertical, with Rotarian Nirmala Raghavan as a resource person. So here you would find the contact details for Nirmala Raghavan, and as an organization, NRITT will be willing to send keynote speakers, have hybrid customized sessions for teachers, webinars and workshops for schools, colleges, and corporates on effective use of AI for communication, and other very interesting titles too. YouTube recordings and ebooks on select topics will be available on payment of rupees 250 as admin charges, and the GPay number is here. Now let's move on. So here are 3 famous people who say communication skills and good interpersonal skill will be the order of the day in the near future to get things done more efficiently, and if you want to be really, really rich. If you can communicate and talk to other people and get across your ideas, you are giving up your potential. And that's what Warren Buffett says. Communication is the skill for future, and therefore today it is AI for communication. Here we go. As we understand, for effective communication, the essential elements are perfect body language, non-verbal communication, making the right sounds, whatever be the language, build quite a good range of enriching appropriate vocabulary, and prompt engineering with words, accuracy and fluency, speak and improve, chat GPT. So these are tools that can help. Translations for effective communication, listening and comprehension skills. So these are essentials of the communication itself, effective communication. And we are going to see how each one of them can be optimized or enhanced by using AI. Using reels and shorts to understand body language. Okay, so this is something that I liked, the way the body language was projected, and this is not more than a minute. And I'm just going to play this for you so that you understand. So when I say body language, it's a facial expression. When you are put on tight spots, when you are embarrassed with a question that you don't feel like answering, or you don't have an answer, how do you react? The rest of the things we know, but let's look at this.
The right way.
So what's your sharp, short, insightful reaction to the elections in Pakistan?
In 30 seconds. Does silence count?
So I'm not going to play more than that. I hope all of you have seen it. You want me to play it again? Had you missed watching it?
So what's your sharp, short, insightful reaction to the elections in Pakistan?
in 30 seconds. Does silence count? So,
Okay, so that's about it. Now let me move on. Okay, so that was about the interviewer asking this minister about a question on Pakistan, and she asked him to say it in 30 seconds. And the way he looks, he smiles. It doesn't look as though he was blinking for an answer, but that it was an embarrassing question, a question that might put him in a tight spot when the whole world is watching him. He just smiles and leaves it there. Body language becomes very, very important, and there are plenty of YouTube clippings, videos, reels, shorts that you can use to show your children and also learn from it the way to communicate. Madhavan is a great example, the actor Madhavan, where he speaks with plenty of gap fillers, well, surely kind of the adverbs that can be used as gap fillers. These will help us optimize. If we can listen to one or two good reels or shorts, I'm sure your body language will automatically be perfect. Now, moving on to how do we make the right sounds? We have this called the Interactive Cambridge Online Dictionary. Now, I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to show you how to get into it, how to log in, how it can be useful to us, what ways, right? And how do you exploit it to see that you are able to teach children these and also make use of it for our own skill enhancement. Just give me a minute and yeah. Yeah, and here we go. So yeah, this is, you can copy the link. I'm going to be very, very slow because last time some of them have written to me saying that it'll be good if I'm slow about it so that you'll understand the link, the site, and how to make use of it. So I'm going to be very slow. I have quite a number of tools and apps and websites that I can share with you. And I'm going to be very slow. Never mind if I don't finish all of them that I need to finish today. I will continue with this as in the next series so that I'm able to share with you all that I have used myself to optimize learning and teaching. So this is Cambridge.org dictionary English. Interactive is what defines it. Okay. Now, how do we use it? Now, look here. I have the word here is, say, I type entrepreneur, right? I will use one word to let you know how this can be used, right?
Madam, we are not viewing your screen. We are viewing you on the.
Am I not sharing?
No, it is not shared.
Okay, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Thank you for telling me that. Yes, because sometimes I forget doing that. Yeah. Yes, it's here. Yeah. Thank you, Sandhya, for reminding me that. So here is the link. I hope everybody can see it. It says dictionary.cambridge.org dictionary. So I type Cambridge Interactive Dictionary and you get this link. And I have tried type here entrepreneur and see how it works and how well we can use it. Oh, okay. There are these ads that come up to disturb. Yeah. So here we are. Okay, let's go to interactive only because it's already printed here. Because I tried that, it's there. So let's go to interactive only. It's easier. Makes my job easier. Yeah. Okay, look at the ways, the different ways these can be used. Uh-oh. So you get into the wrong tab. Just a minute, just a minute. It's gone to Google, I guess. Oh, okay. So you may watch this here, Cambridge online interactive dictionary. So I'm going to tell you how you can use this. Yeah. So here we are. I had opened the, the websites so that I don't waste time. Sometimes they don't work the way we want it. Yeah. Mm. Okay, I will do one thing. I'll come back to this because I don't want to waste time now. Let me see 1 minute if it's there. Cambridge International, not all these. It's Cambridge Online Interactive Dictionary. .org interactive. I'll just try this once. Maybe it was this. Okay. So this is one which will help in translations, but this is not what I really meant. I will get back to this without wasting much time. So search English to Hindi. You can type, say, this is entrepreneur, because that is something that some find hard to understand, and therefore see here. You get a whole range of search suggestions for entrepreneur. We have these words with similar spellings or pronunciations, and you go. You can also try the translation. You have the English one here, and you want Hindi, you get the sound here. It will tell you, so it says translate. You'll hear the English version of it. And then you'll hear the Hindi one also. Okay, now I'm not going to get into this. Just forgive me on that. I'm going to move on to the next one. This one I'll get back again. This is not the site that I had wanted to. So I'm moving on. So remember, let me know that I will get back to this before I close the session. Now I move on to englishcorpora.org. I will show you the sites. You may copy the links and I'll tell you how to use. You can note down these two. That will help you remember when you make your lesson plans, when you want to communicate freely in the class without a hassle. This will help you. Now, how do I know whether my usage is right or wrong? The corpora helps us in letting us know the frequency of the usage of the words across the globe. The higher the frequency, the possibility of the usage being perfect. That is how we go about it. Now look at this. So this is what it is, englishcorpora.org. And you see the details that are here. So the news on the web, how many times they are used, what is the frequency, what dialect, across which countries, the time period, and the genre, which kind of genres are these kind of words used. And the corpus gives you all these details, whether it's in the TV or in the movie, the American English or the British English or soap operas. So not that we want to know all these. When do I look into this corpora? Then I am doubtful of a usage. Say I have said a statement, I've used a word, and I'm doubtful if the usage is right or wrong. Then I type it here and ask whether the usage is right. It'll let me know. It'll tell me the frequency of the usage across the globe, and that will help me understand whether I have used it correctly or not. Now look here. So this is called the British National Corpus. And I type a word here, say opportunity, right? Find matching strings. So it will give me a whole range of usages across the globe. Okay, it says, okay, take a tour. I think this will help you to understand how corpora can be useful. Here is the guided tour. So you see why variation matters. We can't be using the language the same way. This is to help us communicate really well with the right kind of words, with the right kind of intonation. In a language, although it is English, it has to be in the way that people can understand and appreciate. So the word frequency, phrases and collocations, the way the words get associated with other words, the grammar and the syntax, semantics, historical variation, dialectal variation, virtual corpora, tools for language learners and teachers, other tools and features. It is not that I want to overwhelm you with so many different things, but just that you will be able to hit on the right one if you have doubts about your usage or about the way your student uses. Teachers sometimes say your style is not okay. And beyond that, I think teachers don't explain. So that's when these things come in handy so that we are able to give our feedback very precisely. That's one for giving feedback. Another way for us to understand for ourselves how language can be used effectively. Now look at this. So you have this corpus here, the way the words have been going around across the globe. We use corpus when we have doubts about it. And look at this. Why variation matters? Go to the beginning. We cannot keep speaking the language the same way, the same words, the same kind of intonation. Then languages will get boring. Unless we have a variety added to it, where there is an element of personalization, where people try to speak and use the language in their own ways, it becomes difficult. All the same, we also need to see that we use it the right way as native speakers would use it. Now look at this, the way break can be used. Can search for any word, phrase, or substring and see all matching forms in the different sections of the corpus. So this is the exact usage of corpus, where you have a variety of words and their usages to help you understand whether your usage is right, just right, perfect, or okay in whatever terms it may be. So you see, break, breaking, breakfast, outbreak, heartbreak, all that. So they are also compared with set of sections in a corpus such as words with break that occur much more in very informal TV, movies, and all that, right? So I move on, and I'm just going to show you these are there. So because when I started as a beginner teacher, as a fresher, I had to go or depend on my seniors who were in the institution to let me know whether my usage was right, whether my question paper, when I set the paper, is right with the language that is there. And we had no other choice. But now you see, such things help us to communicate really, really well. Now, if you understand the patterns, the way the language goes, then that's again going to help us. And where do you get it from? From the corpus. The word fathom is nearly always preceded by a negative word. This is why a sentence like, I totally fathom what you're saying. That is, I don't understand at all, right? So such understandings can be from corpus. And here, the matching phrases, the grammar and the syntax of the words, the frequency across sections, all these will help you optimize your language skills, your communication skills. You can let your children also know how, at least the senior classes, to know how best they can use English. We are talking of English, but I will also be telling you how we have such things in other languages too, especially in the Indian languages. So this is collocation. Collocation is the way the native speaker uses the language, and that's what makes us feel perfect. And here you have the word associations that happen with a particular word. What kind of prepositions go with it? What kind doesn't go with it? So all these details you get from a corpus, right? The different genres that play. So this is about English corpora.org, and this is a PDF format which is interactive again to let you know how to optimize language skills for effective communication. They have a whole lot of games and exercises and interactive worksheets that can be photocopied and used in your classes. Now I close this and I move on to the next one. Yeah, this is, just give me a minute, because without going to my PPT, I just want to keep moving on so that I don't waste time. So this is AI voice generator for TTS and voice cloning. We also call it Speechify. You can note down the spelling, SPEECHIFY. You type a text, you get the audio in your own voice. Look at that. Type your text with Voxbox AI voice online for free now. And then you click on it to speak it. It'll speak. You want your own voice. It also does the voice cloning. How will it help? Suppose you're teaching the same lesson, say, for several years. Sometimes, the CBSE had for more than 25 years, the Interact English for classes 11 and 9, 10, 11, 12. It was the same lesson again and again and again. So we can just type the basic stuff and then add on. Type and have your voice done here. Let me show you how to do it. So I just type this, okay? You can cut, copy, paste the text from anywhere. So I'm just going to paste this and show you how it speaks.
Type your text with VoxBox AI Voice Online for free. Now over 3,200 plus realistic text-to-speech voices in.
How will this help us in our communication? So sometimes we read, children don't read it well. They say the words wrongly. They sound the words wrongly. They pronounce wrongly. And if we are going to do this exercise or help them learn by themselves, or for us as teachers to learn the right sounds, we can type the text that we are doubtful of and play it to see that we are able to say it the same way. This, in a way, will help communication, give us the confidence, the feel of speaking rightly, like a native speaker, and that enhances. I play it again just for you to understand.
Type your text with VoxBox AI Voice Online for free. Now over 3,200 plus realistic text-to-speech voices in.
Yeah, so that's about it. This is called Speechify, SPEECHIFY, and this Voxbox is a free one. It also has a paid version, but the free version will do for us because we are going to use it only when we have doubts. See, when you are making a speech or when you're giving a jam, a small talk, a public speech, an assembly speech, a lecture, type important sentences and see for yourself how well you are able to speak it out. Are you able to say it the same way? Is your communication effective by the sounds you make? So these are things that this will help. Now I move on to the next one. Now this is called, I'll go back to my PPT once I finish sharing with you all these. Okay. Now look at this. This is called Gamma. This is driven by AI, GAMMA. This is an app. Now, what do I show you here? Just give me a minute. Yeah. So look here. You can create your own presentations. You type your topic. See, this is something, these are some presentations that I made using Gamma. Okay. How does this help? So I type, yeah. Anybody wanting to say? Okay, you can copy the link, okay, and I type okay, recently I go to this because I don't want to waste much time. This is something that I created with Gamma. Once I type my theme there, I get this. Okay, I get these slides that I can use. Okay, how does it help us in communication as teachers? Sometimes we go wrong with spellings. Sometimes our ideas are not very effective. Although the theme is already there, we are not very, okay, it says, okay, let me go to home. Maybe I'll make a new one to show you. Oh, here it is. So, I create a new one. You also have new from blank. So create with AI. How would you like to get started? So I type a theme and then, okay, type or paste content here. So I say artificial intelligence, okay, and see what you get. This is just to help you understand how to go about it, right? I'm not going to wait for the entire thing. What would you like to create with this content? I want to create a presentation. Okay, then I move on. Yeah, I continue. And you get slides that you can, okay, generate. Is a free form. Text content. Images, you can search web images here. You can generate, you can have your own format. And you can also decide on the length. One sec. Yeah, lets you scale or shrink your content into as many cards as you want. For example, you can turn a long document into a concise presentation. So now what I'm going to do is show you the presentation that I already have so that I don't waste much time generating it now. So here you have created with AI and you have the background. So it says paste in text, then you have generate, then import a file. You can also import a file. You can also present from here itself. You don't have to get it onto your PPT. So look here, what I already have is what I'm going to show you. I'll very quickly run through this. I'm not going to talk about it. It's just to help you understand how it will help you with your words, with your sentences, right? The design of the slide. So, okay, I'm going to present it. I can also share it with people. So, common mistakes to avoid, techniques for improving word choice. And you see, you get a whole range of this stuff. The preparation gets easy. The communication becomes really, really easy. Okay, if you can use Gamma. Now I move on to the next one. So you look here, this is again Gamma free generative AI tool. You can copy this link and you see it has generative use cases. Okay, sign up for free. You can have PowerPoint Maker with Pop AI. You can have, I'm not getting into each of these because that will take a lot of time. Because now it's already March end, you just have April, May, 2 full months to go by, where you will be thinking of the next year's portions and lessons. Try some of these and see how best these can help you communicate. How much to speak, how less to speak. What kind of tools will help you optimize your communication and that which can help your learners learn or model the way you communicate to them. That's going to make it really, really easy for you and the students. Now, this is DaVinci AI text to image generator. How can this help you turn your words into image? You type words in the space bar with a theme and you'll get an image. ask children to speak about it or write, you will see that their content is much better than ask children to speak about it. They will be able to get very creative, and that's going to help their communication. You try doing it, and you will see that it works like magic. So you also have AI-powered presentation builder and visual. I have not gone into this stuff because sometimes, unless you get into the paying mode, you don't get all the features. So I don't get into that. Okay, now let me move on to Gamma's done. Okay, how do we use Chat GPT for personalizing education, for building our own communication? Before that, let me see if I have the vocabulary stuff that will help. Effective. Okay, no, I think I don't have it here, but I'm going to show you. Some of you may know it, some of you may have already used it, but here we go, showing you games and stuff that will help build your vocabulary to do perfect usages of words. Okay, now look at this. It is very easy as 1, 2, 3. You have pick a template, enter your content, print out your activities, or play on a screen. When we are doing it to enhance our skills, we just play it on the screen. Now look here, find about our template, see what is up there. You have some 17 games here. They come up based on the levels that you would want to show or you would want to use. Okay. Sign up to start creating. You can create one for your students, but you yourself can play. Let me pick one. Okay, let's use speaking cards. Okay. Now look at this, because we said AI for communication, right? Okay. Tricky words, animal spelling, flashcard. This is very primary level, but you can look for your levels. Do I know myself? So you look at the variety of activities that you have here, right? You can use this to build your own skills. So you have this vocabulary list week 3, week 4, week 5. So based on how much you are able to, understand, how much you're able to use such words, your communication starts. You enrich your communication. Now, let me take up spin the wheel. Okay, so each of them have varieties. What is already ready-made here, done here, probably is for the primary level. But you can create one to your level or look for games that are already done to your level, right? So you have here spin and speak. You start. I'm just giving you what are a few suggestions you would give to a new teacher. Okay. Spin and speak. Spin it. So these are questions that you can use for conversation. Name 3 changes you would like to make in your classroom. These are things that you can speak, try, see if you're able to do it fluently, see if you're able to do it accurately, and if there are mistakes. So what does Noam Chomsky says? He says the human brain has its own mechanism to repair, do the reparations, to correct mistakes. Listen to your own communication and you will be better at it. You don't need an outsider to say, hey, you've gone wrong there. Maybe with the, with the collocation, maybe with the subject verb agreement, maybe with the usage of adjectives or appropriate words, whatever. So this is a way that can help you speak, improve your communication. Okay, so it says resume. So you go back to the spinning and then you spin it. You can, in the staff room, when you are free, you can sit together and work on it. That's going to help you. So I eliminate this one, then I spin it. That'll help you make communication a game. Will be interesting when you play in groups. I feel proud to be a teacher because, okay, then I eliminate this. After say 4 or 5 of you have spoken, you eliminate that and then you move on. Give, wait, I'll spin it. Okay, what are the 3 things you miss most about school? Okay, so that's about this. So this is called word wall. Create better lessons quicker. This will help you create better lesson. It will also help you improve your own communication. Now I move on to the next one. Okay, this is Bhashini, translation. You don't have to worry that your language is not the perfect model. You can still speak in your own native language and get it in English, or speak in English and get it in your own language. This has been created by the Indian government, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, National Language Translation Mission. This Bhashini works on AI. It works in all Indian languages, and the entire roadmap, the way we can use, is all here. The team which has created it, the team which will help us with answers if we have doubts, are all here. The numbers are there, the mail IDs are there. So digital learning by children in their own mother tongue. They speak in the mother tongue, they get the English version. They read something in English and get the mother tongue version. Communication today has been so easy, and if somebody is going to make mistakes in communicating, they can never be forgiven or excused, because we have so much with us to optimize and learn really, really well. Now, why are we thinking of all this? Because India has made its, strides in technology. The Aadhaar, the KYC, the vaccine certification, all the UPI, all these have proven to the world that we can be tech savvy and we can use technology to optimize whatever we want to learn, to enhance our skills, especially communication skills. Communicating in one language with speakers of another Indian language. Okay, so communication has become so easy today. You don't have to worry about grammar. You don't have to worry about vocabulary. It will come to you automatically, provided you are all the time at it, trying to be your best. That's all it needs. To be passionate, to be all the time working, to think that you'll have to be your best, especially at your workplaces. So this is called, Bhashini. And you see what more it has. So this is for enabling a more inclusive future. So you have the guiding principles, open source data sets. So this says, what is very special about this Bhashini is, we in India have several languages that are very, very active. No other country has so many languages that's used. Okay. And enabling people to translate and communicate and use is a big deal at a scale and range that nobody has thought of before. Okay, so now what is our job here? So our job here is to use these products so that we collect new data for more and more usages and better practices. That's what the government says, and it says digital public intelligence. Now, when these kind of data become interoperable and become more effective for the benefit of us, our usage. Okay, so breaking language barriers across India. So this is about the Bhashini app, which you can get on Google Play and App Store. It's already in vogue and people are using it. So you have the text where you can text and get the speech, where you can converse, you speak. I see on Facebook plenty of people across the world trying to say, hey, I want to practice speaking English. So can you help me? You don't have to go around asking for one, right? You can converse here. Your voice can be recorded and your voice can be cloned to give you the right kind of voice and texture that you would want. You can also capture it and you do the browsing. So these are features that are enabled here. Not plenty of us know that such a thing is there. And there's a reason why, as a Rotarian, being part of the literacy team, e-vertical learning, e-learning vertical of the literacy team, we thought we must share it with as many teachers as we can so that teachers use it, make it interoperable, and plenty of new things come up to make ourselves really, really powerful. Then one last thing I want to share with you before I close for the day, because we just have 12 more minutes. That would be, let's talk podcast.com. Some of you who've been with me would know I have been sharing this with my peers. Now, no, this is the link. Right? dailyvideonote.com. Just a minute. Yeah, so I go to just one episode and I'll show you how to use it. And then you can explore and find out more and use as many as you can. So this is running late. This is something that I'm fond of and I use it very often. Let me show you how it works. This is no long time video. This is very short. So this is about running late. Okay, this is the link that you can copy.
Welcome to Daily Video Vocabulary. A dose of daily new English phrases and words. Brought to you by letstalkpodcast.com. This is a brand new series of daily video vocabulary. Visit daily to learn a new word, so you can be more fluent in English. Daily Video Vocabulary, Episode 1. Today's word is running late.
Uh-oh.
Well, what do you mean by that? So,
It
what
gives
does
you the
running
meaning.
late mean?
It tells you it's a phrase.
Does it mean that you are just running somewhere? No. It basically means arriving late at something. It can be at a meeting, an appointment, or at work. Being late for work is a common problem that we all face. But telling your boss why you are late is difficult, especially when you have to do it in English. In this episode, listen to examples, how to use the phrase running late in your daily conversation. Now let's have a look at some example sentences. If you want to tell your boss that you're reaching late to work because of traffic, you can say, "The traffic is really bad, so I'm running late." Well, you can also use it as an excuse to reach late. If you are late for an office meeting, you can say, "I am running a bit late, so please start the meeting without me." Mary is running late. She will be here in 10 minutes.
So, I stopped sharing. Yeah, what's important is it gives you the phrase, it gives you the meaning, it gives you the grammatical function of the phrase or the word. Then it also tells you how else it can be used, the different usages with 10 different examples. So one look at or one episode a day will help you build your communication with appropriate range of verbs and phrases that you will be able to use very, very effectively whenever you want to communicate. I think I'll stop here, and I want all of you on screen for a minute so that I have a group photo that's for my own record. Can we all be on screen? Yeah. Everybody, can you be on screen? Yes. I'm waiting for a few more to come on screen. A minute more so that I don't miss any of you. Yeah, and one of you, or one or two of you, or some of you who can say your feedback, whether you liked it, whether you would want more, what else do you want? I have a whole bag of treasures that I can share with you to use AI for different purposes, for our own use in the classroom, outside classroom. So I want to hear from you. Yes, some of you, can you go online, live to say, quick, very quickly. I just have 3 minutes to go. Rekha, are you there?
Do we have, hello?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Do we have anything AI related to communication skills?
Yeah, so I thought
That's the subject.
vocabulary is one that we need to know. So so making the right sounds, yes, that's what we did now.
Yeah, ma'am. Some more.
I have 20 more that will
Okay.
help. Sometimes here, that moment it doesn't open, and I don't want to waste time. But I'll get back to you with whatever I have to share with you. And we have now January, February, March. We have finished 3 sessions. We'll have 3 more. And I'm planning to share all that I know, because there are plenty. All that I know and all that I use, so that it's useful for all teachers across. Yes,
Yeah.
anybody else?
How could we get in touch with you, ma'am?
Yeah, I have given you my mail ID. I did show it there. My mail will have the mail ID and the phone number too.
The one which you have sent us, no,
Yeah,
ma'am?
the respond mail will have it. Or I
Okay.
can even share it with you now. I'll show you the screen where.
And your
Yeah, my PPT had it. Just give me a minute. Yes. Yeah.
oh, okay, ma'am. Ma'am, the phone number is not there. Yeah.
Yes.
This is your number, ma'am?
Yeah, that's my number.
Okay, ma'am.
Sibili ma'am, she's part of our Rotary Club. So there's nothing
Okay.
we can update you fully.
Okay. Yeah, anybody else who would like to say what you want, what you liked?
I have to say a fact now. While you were trying to explain about the gamma, I have to make yet another presentation, a welcome notice, welcome address in the next Zoom meeting, which is going to be another 10 minutes time now. So I was actually not prepared. So when you explained about gamma, I just like that I entered, and I had to thank you now. I got an excellent presentation, which was made in no time. Something
Yes.
amazing actually. I think every one of you should try, and it's something fantastic. The gamma is something really useful for making a presentation at no time.
Yeah. Priyanka, are you there? No. Sivagami? Sharmila, Anjali is there? Yes, Manav, can you? I have 2 more minutes to go. Yeah, you can even post in the chat box so that I tailor the sessions based on your demand. And we see that all of us as teachers, as a community, are able to. You can't on the video, but okay. Audio is okay. Sharmila, can you speak? Yeah, Sharmila, we are waiting for you. You have to unmute yourself. Okay. So some of you have said you can't open the camera. That's okay. So yeah, we call it a day and look forward to seeing you in April. ChatGPT, yeah, we'll do that as a separate session because there's a lot to do about it. That's why I just made a statement and I left it there. I did not, yes, Lalita, I did not touch on it because I cannot stop with one usage. There's so much that we can use. Yes, for classes 1 and 2 also. Yes. This is not, I mean, technology is one that can level from classes LKG to 12 or even beyond that. We don't discriminate. This is primary, secondary, or the middle school. Yeah, we call it a day, and thank you all for being with us. See you next month. Bring in your co-teachers, and thank you, Senthil, for being with the series together. In all the 3 C's, and looking forward to work together. And bye-bye, teachers. Too late to wait for 4th Saturday. Sunday, okay. Yeah. But
like
only
most
one
of the
more is
teachers, I
possible.
also learned today. Gamma is something which is going to help me out in my future. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. Bye-bye.